Everything is diminished without you in it.
Umberto Saba, 1883-1957.
O in te era l'ombra della terra e il sole, e il cuore d'un fanciullo senza cuore.
Oh, in love is the shadow of the world and sun, the heart of a heartless child.
We play at spotting the most beautiful woman in the bar.
Most often when we find her,
We touch only her shadow. The unshadowed woman is waiting.
most often she is thinking.
How noisy the bar was, how her words went missing.
Her words, more often than not,
Were not for us, not for love, but they bring us to life. The words, the woman we lost in the bar.
I live in a dream where faith has been disconnected. A burning Arab woman with a face full of painted eyes. Cover your ankles, said my father. Have you no shame? As I reached the pirate smile of the man I was to marry. You finish your studies, then you will live here. I imagined what I would carry across the underworld. I found solace on those igneous nights when the wind crept up from the sea and the women crept away from their beds to congregate in the hammam after midnight. Nakedness and hair unveiled, as seamless as the Sahara, and slowly released like steady gunfire. Hammam or haram, I pondered, as the steam depleted all disguises. Blood ran freely, and flesh announced its electricity. I tipped against the voluptuous swarm of sunburned women who would later
All rise, all rise, all rise.
Then kneel for morning prayer. This curse of what one inherits, and how through life it scowls. Love is like this.
A rain cloud that dances with her own shadow,
Takes the covers off at night to sleep.
as rife as potassium.
From downpour to spittle, great floods to bleaching drought.
What do we really take from those moments of closeness?
The length of her fingers across my ribs.
At a time when we know no more than this, the healing properties of breath.
And her paradisical mouth against my lips. Mouths
pressed together. This is how it happens. You are already leaving, and may as well walk away before we exhaust love, this run of luck. And what sense remains before the evening's optimistic kisses? It's noon, shirt-sleeve weather. You are elsewhere, counting down the minutes that separate our lives. Eternal love is bullshit. Clocks accelerate when mouths press together. You are already leaving. This is how it happens.
Love is as useless as a bridal dress, worn once and not worn out before discarded, blowing you kisses but catching yours in pieces. A heart dipped in starch, creased again in time. Sorceress, mad snake, how can I charm you as the sun rises and sips from the mountain's cup? I hold another drink.
My breath.
Your hand. But love incinerates in the kraal of your suitors, where you pluck out only the seeded fruits, ignoring the scent of my perfumed ripeness.
And the silence somehow finds its way inside you,
as your eager mouth tastes many responses.
Morning, we sift the sky. Clouds disperse. Our days are only beginning. Shadows stretch.
And draw back.
Stretch.
And draw back.
As we stretch in desire.
And draw back.
Fearful of the sifting light, the opening sky, the open ground. Old infidelity, turn pale and die.
Written on the grave where two lovers lie, inferred here,
Suspended here, or ended by time.
Are they lost?
Or saved with their knots untied, a mattress of stone, the body's last home, palms facing upwards,
fists rigor mortis, in absentia,
in love and under cover,
the hunted and the hunter,
the loved one and the lover.
Faces of love have become phantoms that kiss the cheeks of clowns in the circus selling déjà vu.
This unavailable availability,
a memory
of a memory
of you. The religious lawmakers make marriage a fetish.
between only one man and one woman. The stone-cold libidos are deep frozen by ice kink, the Torah, the Mishnah, the Kaddish, the scar, the warm body of God, the warm coital body of God, the warm-toned word of God, in favour of snow-boned, sober boars.
With intent to harm.
To explain my faith is to interrupt a chainsaw ripping through the garden, ripping through an idyll. To interrupt impolitely in a language the chainsaw once understood, the language of a 10-peg knocking a skull slightly haywire on the shadowy side of convenient answers and scapegoats for why things go so wrong so often. Ask the chainsaw, and the chainsaw buzzes, exhilarated and suspiciously flawless.
Ask the chainsaw, and the chainsaw replies. We
But the
also
cowardly,
said Lot,
the
he said to
unbelieving,
his people,
the
"Do
vile,
you commit
the
evil
murderers,
such as no
the sexually
creation
immoral,
ever committed
those who
before
practice
you?
magic
For you
arts,
practice
the
your lust
idolaters
on
and
men,
all
preference
liars,
to women.
their place
Ye are
will be in the
indeed
fiery
people
lake of
transgressing
burning
beyond
sulphur.
bounds.
This is the second death.
Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Na'budu iyyaka nasta'in.
When the Spirit speaks, an unholy pandemonium, people can or can't hack the holy contradiction. When the wind comes, when change follows, some people build walls and others windmills, and with the wind
we stretch
and draw back and draw back. But
But
what do we really take from those moments of closeness?
Fingers across ribs,
A time we know only this, the print of your kiss, hours later, slowly loosening from my lips.